All right. Hello. I should be live. How about that? Haven't been live in a while. Yeah, what am I thinking of? So, let me just double check something. Yeah. Is game audio coming through all right? Hold on. Let me check something real quick here. Touch 5 tracks 2. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna find out if my audio is working as we go along. This is a game called Deep Fear. I'm about halfway through it right now. Let's see. It's kind of like the old Resident Evils, but underwater. So, how about that? I've been talking about doing streaming stuff for a while, and I figured, I mean, it's a pretty weird time for it, but kind of figured, you know, why not now, I guess. Let's see. Can you guys hear me? Well, you know what? We'll find out when we check the VOD, won't we? Anyway. Yeah. Let's see. I should be able to see your guys' messages if you write anything or whatever. Anyway. Yeah, so I guess the obvious comparison with this game is very, what's the word? It's very Resident Evil. And that's true. But I do think it's interesting that this game kind of does what if Resident Evil was underwater a little bit before, what is it? A little bit before, well actually, a lot before, what is it? Revelations. Revelations is a cool game. I like it. I haven't beaten it yet. But, I don't know. I was kind of thinking about it. And overall, I would say that it's just kind of like, it's pretty weird that like underwater horror isn't really utilized that often. I mean, there's so much you could do with it. You'd think that it would be like overused, but not really. I don't really have any explanation for this. I know the timing's a bit off. It's actually really off. I got nothing. I got nothing for that. OBS is saying it's coming through. If I double check. I mean, so like, I don't know. We will definitely find out for sure. Still let me go to the game. There we go. So I'm starting streaming this in the middle, and I haven't really recorded much before this part. This is kind of a new thing, experimenting with OBS. Pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know what other games I might play. I've got a couple in my head. I know I've got Cognitive Dissonance. Parasite Eve 2, I think would be a good choice. What else is there? There's Atlas. There's original Baldur's Gate 1. Fallout 1, 2. Any Fallout, if we're being honest. So this guy's Clancy, he's like the leader.
Look at this view. 300 meters deep in the ocean, where the light can't reach. I spent most of my life in a submarine. But the government looks at one mistake and cuts me off from my dreams by locking me up in this ocean floor prison. One mistake? Oh, one of the submarine missiles I launched hit a passenger ship, and it sunk. I was in disputed waters right before a war. Now, why only me?
It's a pretty big mistake.
Why does bad luck seem to follow me around? The energy unit area is about to melt down. There's not much time left. The only way to survive is to escape using the SEAL's DSRV. Could you call all base survivors here?
But I don't know where everyone is.
I know that Dubois has headed towards the energy unit area. We've got to try to save everyone.
I understand.
I'll get the DSRV ready.
Okay, so I guess I should explain some background details. So this is an underwater research base. It's called the Big Table because it looks like a table. I forget why they built it. I think they built a giant submarine, and they were like, a giant submarine should have like a place to refuel, and then they built the Big Table. Currently, the Big Table is, I would say it's under attack from, what is it? Okay, it's not quite under attack. So there's this virus from like outer space, I think, that turns people into like sea creatures for whatever reason. There's some bizarre rules about this virus, in my opinion. I think the two things that stick out to me as being here's one of the researchers who figured out the details.
I'm glad you're okay, John.
Yeah, somehow. Were you worried about me?
Well, yeah. By the way, there was a message from Commander Clancy for you to go to the deck.
I just went to the deck. I thinking of? Alright. What else is there? So, this game, as much as I enjoy it, well, the difficulty's strange. I don't mind the difficulty myself, but it's like, it's not hard. Or rather, the game, I wouldn't even call like the things that I do exploits because they're just so, I don't know, they're like built in. It's hard to describe. It's like the stuff with the first aid kits. If you find an area that disperses first aid kits, they never run out. You can just get unlimited first aid kits. And it's like, is that, I don't think that's cheating because they're just giving it away. And like, obviously I'm gonna take it. What? Let's check out that weapon. Yeah, what else is important? A monkey. There's a monkey on the ship, like a chimpanzee. I think he's like an 80-year-old chimpanzee from the like NASA missions. Let me see. Who else are the characters? There was my submarine crew partner. His name was like Mookie Kramer. He unfortunately passed away from a crab monster. Who else is there? There's Sharon. Sharon is an important. Sharon is a character that's in this. There's an implied like crush going on. Also, the head researcher that like knows about the space virus that turns people into crabs. What is it? We're gonna avoid that for now. We're gonna avoid that for now. What is it? Wait a minute. Oh yeah, it's implied that this researcher happens to bear like an exact. Do we have to get like to another gondola here? Junction room to the side. Storage, corridor, coolant. Workers. Junction room to the outside. It's connection park. Okay, so that gets to the D network, which I am going to have to go through the apartment. Okay. There should be a storage room I can pop into and deliver stuff. Okay, but what was I thinking about? Oh yeah, the weird things about the main virus in the game. So the first thing is we're underwater, and this like space virus has a weakness to oxygen. Like, yeah, they don't really explain quite how it works, or at least I think it's a weakness to oxygen. That's like the carriers of the virus are kind of intelligent almost. They kind of know that they want to remove all the oxygen from the environment. So I'm starting on disc 2. But the conclusion of the first disc was they destroyed the air reclamation facility. Let's check this out. Okay, so this is which one's the new one? This is the one I currently think this is the Shotgun Alpha or Shotgun A or something. It looks pretty cool. Don't really know much about guns, but I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so the first thing is the virus is weak to oxygen, which isn't too bad, except like they never make it clear if the virus can survive like in the ocean. So like, do they require like this vacuum space to live, or like? Because the way I see it is like, unless this thing is totally like wiped off the face of the ocean floor, we're gonna have like a super virus. And then the other thing is, despite being a super virus from space, it is weak to. It can't beat other colds. Like our main character here, he came into work sick with the common cold, and he just straight up, that's why he's alive, because he has a common cold. Now, what I don't get is, if this is the case, then why isn't he just coughing on everyone? Or like sneezing on them or something. I mean, this is life or death. It's bad hygiene, but I mean, like, it's gonna save lives. You know, sometimes you have to make sacrifices for the greater good, so to speak. Speaking of which, let's figure out what the beast in the apartment is. Great soundtrack on this game, by the way. Where is this guy? Oh no! One advantage this guy has over. That was not my best work. So one advantage that this guy has as a character over like the Resident Evil characters, or like, I haven't played enough Silent Hill to say for sure, but this guy can run with his gun unarmed. Oh. Very handy. Oh yeah, I should mention the what is it? So you see there's like a number in the corner. I should bring this up. This is an important gameplay detail. What is it? Oh my god, there's something wrong with me. Maybe it's because it's 5 in the morning. Saying? I completely forgot. Oh boy, that's not good. It's funny, but it's not good. What was it? You guys remember? This guy bothered me. What was I talking about? I'm assuming it must have been something. Unrelated note. I don't know how many of you guys watched like old gaming videos from like back in the day. By back in the day, I mean like 10, 15, not 20, but like 15 years ago. How did they get the footage? Oh, this is another character. This is Dan.
Anna has locked the door from the other side. What's going on?
Danny, we're escaping. Get ready to board the DSRV.
Did Clancy say that? My place is here. I'm not gonna leave.
This place is about to melt down.
I don't trust Clancy. Did you know that he sank a passenger ship on purpose? He wanted to raise his rank.
He said it was an accident.
That was no accident. The sonar person warned him that a civilian ship was approaching.
You seem to know a lot.
Of course, I was the sonar person.
What?
That's why I can't trust him. People trying to get to Washington tried to cover it up, but it was found out in an internal check and taken to court-martial. That's why he was sent here. He's the type who will kill a man for his career.
Pretty heavy info, man.
Anyway, get ready to escape.
Already there. Just have to move to the Navy area.
There are a lot of creatures over there.
Better to fight than to drown down here.
How do you get to the energy unit area?
There are a lot of different ways. The sea farm area elevator is the shortcut. Sharon knows that area well. Try going to the sea farm.
It's kind of it.
Wait, what have we here? A torch. With this, I can torch the airlock door. Can I borrow this?
Sure.
Leave the area lock up to me, is what I'd like to say, but this is out of gas.
So, as you can see, this is some of the greatest voice acting in the world. Wait, wrong button. We need to go to the sea farm. I'm really hoping the audio is coming through right. If it isn't, then yeah, such as life. Oh my god, more creatures. Something wrong. To be honest, they sound scarier than they are scary to fight. Okay, let's figure out how to get to the sea farm. I think another way. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Clancy's gonna betray us and try and blow up the ship for his own gain?
We'll be out of here soon. Don't move.
I'm not going anywhere until Anthony returns.
Anthony?
The chimpanzee. You saw him at the Navy area.
Oh.
I'm not going anywhere without Anthony.
There's danger of a meltdown.
I know, but Anthony understands me. He's my only friend, and I can't leave him.
Just stay here.
That's it. I think the chimpanzee and Clancy. One of them is going to betray us, I think. Place your bets. I mean, I like primates, but you know, chimpanzees, that's a dangerous critter right there. It's a very dangerous critter. Oh my god, they're down here too? No, maybe it's just my bad aim, but I think they could give me a little more leeway when shooting. Yeah, but when I talk about the difficulty of the game, like this is kind of what I'm talking about. There's there are individual moments that are pretty tough, but overall the game's like, maybe it's not that the game is easy, because it's not like it's a walk in the park, I guess. It's a pretty good horror experience, in my opinion. There we go. But it's very forgiving. There's pretty frequent, like, save points, very frequent health opportunities. It's not too long either. I'd recommend it. If you're willing to play around with Sega Saturn technology. Which is, for some reason, is beyond esoteric. This game, unfortunately, never got an American release, strangely enough. Which is weird, because I always figured that, I mean, I'm not too familiar. Okay, I don't know if you guys have experienced this. This is a question. But, sometimes I feel like I hear about old video game consoles that existed, but it's like they've been erased from, like, history. I don't know how to describe it. Like, every once in a while I'll hear about something called, like the 3DO, or maybe, like, the Neo Geo. Or, I guess in this case, the Sega Saturn. And it's like, those were video game consoles, and they must have at least been a little popular. Because there's some notable games on there, but it's like you never hear about them. It's like they were erased from history. The only people you hear talk about, like, a Neo Geo game are Neo Geo fans. It's very, very peculiar, in my opinion. Very peculiar. Oh yeah, did I talk about the number in the corner? Maybe that's what I was trying to talk about earlier. Anyway, the number in the corner, that is the air meter. This is something that I think is really cool about this game that I have not seen in like any other Resident Evil type game, or I guess like any other game in general. This like air mechanic, especially in a survival horror game like this, like it feels like in a lot of ways kind of the ultimate evolution. Like in survival, like the great survival horror games, you are constantly managing your resources. You're managing ammo, you're managing like health items. This is Sharon.
Where's the elevator that's connected to the energy unit area?
To get to the elevator, you need the passcode to get into the room before it.
Do you know the pass number?
Yeah, it's 2751.
You guys
Why do you
remember
ask?
that?
Something needs